qualifying heat for the limited late models here this evening. On the pole from Carlisle, the 75 of Scott McCann. Starting second in the 77 from Reading, Mark Kropp. Third from Edders in the 9, Craig Schover. Fourth from Camp Hill in the 5, Rick Barr. Fifth in the 90 from Enola, John Provenza. Sixth, Scott Richwine from Carlisle in the number 2. Seventh, Chris Shuey from Orfield in the 21. Eighth, Jim Shuttlesworth from Mechanicsburg in the F1. Ninth, Smokey Fry from York Haven in the 1W. And 10th, the new car this week, the 99 of Dan Garrett. And green's out. There they go. So Scott McCann didn't answer the call in the 75. And out front, going down into turn number 3. It's Craig Schover in the number 9. Followed closely by Rick Barr in the 5, Richwine in the 2, Shuttlesworth in the F1 as they go down the back. Richwine pulled up alongside of Rick Barr and now backed off as they come through 3 and 4, now in front. Craig Schover out front in the 9 car. Rick Barr running second. Here comes Shuttlesworth in the F1, looking underneath the 2 of Richwine, but no room. Backs it off, single file, Indian style, out down the front. Into turn 1 they go. Chris Shuey in the 21, looking underneath the Shuttlesworth there momentarily, now backed off. Smokey Fry still running back in 6th spot. Down the front, into turn number 1. Craig Schover leading him down the back. Rick Barr running second. Richwine in 3rd. Then it's Shuttlesworth, Shuey, and Fry halfway on the field, halfway. Now Richwine pulls that 2 up alongside of the 5. Down the back into turn number 3. But Rick Barr seems to have the handle there. Holding on, shutting the door on that number 2. But it's Scott Richwine. Shuttlesworth now looking underneath the 2. No racing room, down the back they go. Here they come again, out, down the front. Craig Schover in the number 9 car, running a fine race out there, holding on to that lead. Rick Barr now seeming to close in on Schover in the 5 as they go down the back into turn number 3. Richwine now trying to close in on Barr. Out they come down the front, 2 to go now. 2 more times around. Schover, Barr, Richwine, Shuttlesworth, Shuey, and Smokey Fry in that order. Here they come, through the turn in 3, number 4. White flag will be waving this time. Barr momentarily up along the inside of Schover. Now he's backed it off in the single file line. Richwine running a little high on the track now. Might have ideas of trying the high side. They'll be coming around for the checker this time. And a couple of lap cars won't play into this one. Checker flag high in the sky. The winner, the 9 of Craig Schover, then the 5 of Rick Barr, the 2 of Scott Richwine, the F1 of Jim Shuttlesworth, the 21 of Chris Shuey, and the 1W of Smokey Fry. So once again, your winner out of Edders in the number 9, Craig Schover.
Call now to order the very best from Main Event Entertainment.
For the late models assembling behind the pace car, starting on the pole in the 17 out of Hershey, Barry Howard. Second in the 119, Butch Campion. Third from Enola in the number 10, Gene Wrightstone. Starting 4th from Mechanicsburg in the 75, Tim Liddick. 5th starting spot out of Jonestown in the number 12, Glenn Adams. Starting 6th from Mechanicsburg in the 29, Todd Bayshore. 7th from York in the 22B, Mark Billett. 8th from Dover in the 6, Doug Fry. 9th from York in the 43, Carl Billett. And starting 10th and scratch from New Cumberland in the 45, Tracy Springer. That's the field as they come down the front straightaway one more time around. getting the signal now. They'll start the next time around. Somewhat hazy and humid evening here at Silver Spring, but it beats what we had here last week, as there were no racing due to Mother Nature deciding other things. So we did other things, but anyway, we're glad to be back here at Silver Spring Speedway. A partially sunny sky, a little hazy, but in the background we can see the mountaintops and the field. Now down the back straightaway, caution lights are out, pace cars in the infield, safely behind the guardrails, and here they come. Out down the front, Barry Howard jumping out to that early lead. And that number 17 as they go down the front. Doug Fry way up high, using that high groove, and that number 6 trying the outside of the 29 of Todd Bayshore. Now they go into turn number 3, 3 abreast, and that move worked for Doug Fry and that number 6. As he started 8th, and he's up to 3rd now on the outside of the 10 of Gene Wrightstone. Here they come out down to them now, 3 abreast down the back out of that turn number 2. They're racing hot and heavy here tonight. Doug Fry and that number 6 has it hooked up now, down in the 2nd spot. Barry Howard out front, Doug Fry running 2nd, Gene Wrightstone in that all-white number 10 running in 3rd. Then the 29 of Todd Bayshore, the 119 of Butch Campion down in the turn number 3 and 4. The 10 of Wrightstone now starting to smoke a little bit as he backs off the accelerator heading into the turn. But it's still running well as the 10 now of Wrightstone pulls alongside of Doug Fry. The number 45 clobbered the wall over in turn number 2 and now comes to a stop. Number 45 of Tracy Springer, that sharp-looking red and white limited late model, got high into turn number 1, clobbered the retaining wall, and then nosed into the embankment over there in turn number 2. You can just barely see the top of the car. But that's Tracy Springer out of New Cumberland in that 45. And we're under caution here in this limited late model qualifying event with 4 laps complete. Flag high in the sky, and here they come. Down the front, Barry Howard in that number 17. And Doug Fry has that number 6 hooked up again tonight. He's on the move. Fry and Howard down the back. Fry on the inside, Howard on the outside. Here they come. Side by side, wheel to wheel down the front to go. And Doug Fry takes that lead in the number 6. Now Gene Wrightstone moving to 10 by the 17 of Barry Howard. And Howard drops back to 3rd. Caution out as we have debris on the back straightaway. Caution's out once again. Running order, Doug Fry in the 6. Gene Wrightstone in the 10, Barry Howard in the 17. Here they come, down into turn number 3, Green's out. And Doug Fry with that number 6, Doug out of Dover, has a good handle on it tonight here as he goes down into turn number 1. White red number 6 car apparently hooked up well here tonight. Started back in the 8th position and is currently leading this field. Gene Wrightstone with a 10, smoking a little bit, coming out of turn number 4. Running 2nd, and it's Barry Howard, Todd Bayshore, Butch Campion, Mark Billett, Carl Billett, Tim Liddick, and Glenn Adams. That's the whole field as they take 2 to go. This time, 2 more times around for Doug Fry in the number 6. Down the back. Field stretching out now around the speedway. White flag high in the sky this time. Here they come. Doug Fry hanging on to that lead with about a 10-car length lead as he goes down into turn number 3. Checkered flag waving. Here he comes. Your winner out of Dover, the number 6, Doug Fry. 2nd is Gene Wrightstone in the 10. Barry Howard in the 17. Todd Bayshore in the 29. Mark Billett in the 22. Carl Billett in the 43 in that order. That's the way they finished. And once again, your winner out of Dover in the 6, Doug Fry.
Welder.
Number 3 from Mechanicsburg, the 51 of Howard Werner. Starting second from Louisville, the 28 of Miles Bird. Third starting spot from Berwick in the 08, Randy Krupp. Starting fourth from Mechanicsburg in the 41, Jay Hoover. Fifth starting spot from Hamburg in the K3, Wilmer Weiss. Starting sixth from Dover in the number 1, Ron Little. Seventh starting spot from Summerdale, the 117 of Jeff King. Starting eighth from Wurtsville in the 4, Ken Ryland. Then it's Carl Graves in the 27 from Duncannon, and Jeff Smith in the 06 from Blaine, and we have a green. Here they come. Scattering through that fourth turn. Down the front they go. Howie Werner jumps out to the lead in that orange number 51, but here comes the 08 of Randy Krupp, and a new leader just that quick is Randy Krupp in that 08. Werner having problems with that 51, now coasting slowly down the front, dropping all the way to the rear of the field. Howard Werner out of Mechanicsburg, apparently out of this one. And now he's got it fired up, and he's going down into turn 1 and 2. But Ken Ryland now moving that number 4 up into second spot as Jeff King noses the number 06. Jeff Smith, the 06, into turn number 4 wall. Jeff Smith out of Blaine noses that 06 into the wall over here in turn number 4 as we have 2 laps completed. And we're under caution here with Randy Krupp, our leader in the 08. Okay, Jeff Smith, 06, has been removed from the speedway, and we're back to racing. Here they come out down the front. Randy Krupp in the 08. Once again, holds on to that lead. Now Ken Ryland in the 4 is up to second. Now Ryland looking to the inside. Ryland on the inside of Krupp in the 08. Further back in the pack there, side by side coming through. Piece of sheet metal flying off there in turn number 1, but it looks like it's up out of the groove. Shouldn't be a problem. That's the 117 of Jeff King, that car in third position. Only has a number on the roof. Jeff King in the 117 running third. Then it's Jay Hoover, Carl Graves, Wilmer Weiss in that order. But up front it's Randy Krupp in the 08 out of Berwick, followed by Ken Ryland in the 41. And Jeff King halfway on the field. Carl Graves moves by Jay Hoover down the back into turn number 3. Graves now up into 4th spot. The front 2-3 cars, really a tight, close battle down there. Randy Krupp, Ken Ryland, and Jeff King in that 117. A white car with a pink roof. Here they come, almost 3 abreast out of the 4th turn. Going to be a battle to the checker, I believe, in this one. Carl Graves trying to close some ground now. Move that 27 up into the battle. Down into turn number 3 they go. Here they come out of 4. 2 to go now. 2 more times around. A little smoke coming out of that 08 right now. As he backed off getting into turn 1. A little puff of smoke. Carl Graves down the back with a 27 running in 4th spot. 2 to go. 2 to go now. White flag on Randy Krupp in the 08. Field coming up to put a lap on Howie Werner with that orange 51. White flags waved. Randy Krupp coming out of turn number 4. Here comes your winner. Checkered flag high in the sky. Randy Krupp in the 08, your winner. Second, the number 4, Ken Ryland. Third, the 117 of Jeff King. Fourth, 27 of Carl Graves. Fifth, the 41 of Jay Hoover. And sixth, the number K3 of Wilmer Weiss. That's the way they finished. And once again, your winner out of Berwick in the 08, Randy Krupp. Lineup for the limited late model Consolation. On the pole, the 1W of Smokey Fry. Second, the 43 of Carl Billett. Third, the K3 of Wilmer Weiss. Fourth, the 90 of John Provenza. Fifth, the 119 of Butch Campion. Sixth, the 1 of Ron Little. 7th, the 99 of Dan Garrett. 8th, the 12 of Glenn Adams. 9th, the 28 of Miles Bird. 10th, the 75 of Scott McCann. 11th, the 75 of Tim Liddick. 12th, the 51 of Howard Werner. 13th, the 45 of Tracy Springer. 14th, the 06 of Jeff Smith. 15th, the 77 of Mark Croft. And add to the rear of the field, late arrival, the 22, Brian Shuey. Okay, Smokey Fry brings him to turn number 3 and 4. Alongside him, another name in late model racing, Carl Billett. And here they come out down the front. Smokey Fry jumps out to the early lead. Carl Billett second. Wilmer Weiss third. John Provenza fourth. Ron Little fifth. Butch Campion sixth. Jeff Smith running high as we have a car spun over here, the 119 of Butch Campion. Has spun, bringing out the yellow with 1 lap in the record books here. 1 lap in the record books, green flags waving. Here they come. Smokey Fry brings him out of turn number 4. Jeff Smith on the move in that 06. He started 14th and he's up to 6th spot right now, running on the top side of the speedway. Ron Little and Jeff Smith running side by side down into turn number 3. Now Smith has the spot as they come out down the front. Chasing the 90 is John Provenza. And we have a car moving slowly down the back. Again, the caution is out. That's the 51 of Howard Werner. The orange-colored machine moving slowly down the back toward the back pit gate. And again, the caution flag waves here with 2 laps complete. Smokey Fry brings them to the flag as they come down through turns 3 and 4. Here they come. Green's out. Carl Billett with the 43 running second. Wilmer Weiss in the K3 third. The 90 of John Provenza fourth. The 1 of Ron Little fifth. Jeff Smith having handling problems in that 06. Pushes high to the fence coming into the turn. After he worked his way up from 14th down the back. Glenn Adams into number 12. Running 6th. Jeff Smith 7th into number 06. 4 laps complete, 4 down. Now Adams gets a little out of shape and Jeff Smith goes by. Down the back. Up front, halfway on Smokey Fry in the 1W. Carl Billett still running second in the 43. Then Wilmer Weiss, John Provenza. Now Ron Little gets by John Provenza coming out of turn 2 down the back. Ron Little moves that number 1 up into 4th spot. John Provenza 5th in the 90. Jeff Smith in the 06. As Provenza now spins the number 90 over in turn number 2. And they're calling for a caution flag, and the caution is out. As John Provenza spins that number 90, and he was running up there in 4th spot. So again, we're under caution with 6 laps complete in this. Lights are out, here they come. Smokey Fry, Carl Billett bringing them out of the turn. Green's out, down the front they go. Wilmer Weiss trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. Ron Little right there in the number 1. Down the back. Ron Little chasing Wilmer Weiss in the K3. Smokey Fry all by himself up front with about a 6-car lead. Glenn Adams, Brian Shuey battling back there for 6th and 7th position. 2 to go this time, out down the front with 2 more times around for Smokey Fry. Carl Billett, Wilmer Weiss, Ron Little, and Jeff Smith in that order. White flag out this time. Down guiding that car through the turn, out, down on the back. Smokey on his way to victory here in this Consolation for the limited late models. This time the checker flag high in the sky, and your winner, the 1W, Smokey Fry. Second, the 43 of Carl Billett. Then the K3 of Wilmer Weiss, the 1 of Ron Little, and the 06 of Jeff Smith, followed by Glenn Adams, Brian Shuey, Tim Liddick, Mark Kropp, in that order. So the Consolation is now complete for the limited late models. Event for the limited late models, and here's the Lee's video lineup. On the pole, out of Hershey, the 17 of Barry Howard. Starting second in the 08 from Berwick, Randy Krupp. Starting third from Enola in the 10, Gene Wrightstone. Fourth starting spot from Edders in the 9, Craig Schober. Starting fifth, the 41 from Mechanicsburg, Jay Hoover. Starting sixth in the 5 from Camp Hill, Rick Barr. Seventh from Mechanicsburg in the 29, Todd Bayshore. Starting 8th from Carlisle in the number 2, Scott Richwine. Starting 9th in the 117 from Summerdale, Jeff King. 10th starting spot from York in the 22B, Mark Billett. Starting 11th from Orfield in the 21, Chris Shuey. Starting 12th from Worksville in the 4, Ken Ryland. Starting 13th from Dover in the 6, Doug Fry. Starting 14th in the F1 from Mechanicsburg, Jim Shuttlesworth. Starting 15th from Duncannon in the number 27, Carl Graves. Starting 16th from York Haven in the 1W, Smokey Fry. 17th from York in the 43, Carl Billett. Starting 18th from Hamburg in the K3, Wilmer Weiss. Starting 19th from Dover in the 1, Ron Little. 20th from Blaine in the 06, Jeff Smith. 21st from Jonestown in the number 12, Glenn Adams. That's the starting lineup. First alternate would be the 22 from Orfield, Brian Shuey. As now Rick Barr is sent out to join the field. And Rick Barr will be in the field. And the 22, Brian Shuey, has gone back into the infield. So lights have been turned out. The family Ford Mercury pace car in the infield. We're ready to go racing here. Limited late model feature here at Silver Spring Speedway, and the field really tightly bunched together as they come around a turn for the green flag. Cars in the back of the pack were almost stopped, but now they're racing down the front. Barry Howard pulls out to the lead in that black and brightly numbered 17 as they go down the back. Craig Schober showing some signs of speed here tonight in that number 9 car. Down the front they go. Randy Krupp in the 08 running third. Gene Wrightstone in that number 10 running fourth. Jay Hoover fifth. Here comes Scott Richwine in the 2 on the move. Todd Bayshore in a 29 on the outside. They're trying to come on the outside of Scott Richwine, number 2. Jeff Smith got out of shape over by the 4-turn gate, but he's back to racing in the back of the field, however. Meanwhile, out front is Craig Schober. Now Kenny Ryland gets around into the pit gate. And we'll have a caution flag for the number 4 of Ken Ryland. And Ryland out of Worksville. So the yellow's out here on lap number 3 in this limited late model feature race. Three laps in, track's been cleared. The number 4, Ken Ryland's been towed to the pit area. And here comes Craig Schober out of turn number 4. Green's out. Barry Howard running second. But here comes Randy Krupp in that number 08. And Krupp now has the spot as Howard dropping back in the field with a problem there. That 17 car after starting on the pole. And the 22 of Mark Billett spins around, collecting several cars. The 117 and the 6 car got high in the air over there. The 21 car of Shuey also involved. Green of the turn. And we have the 6 car, Doug Fry, spun over here in turn number 2. Doug Fry loops to number 6. Fry out of Dover, spinning that number 6 over here on the grass in the infield. So once again, the yellow's out on lap number 6 for Doug Fry in car number 6. Once again, the track's been cleared. Here they come. Craig Schober bringing them around. Randy Krupp running second. Gene Whitestone third. Scott Richwine up to fourth. Jay Hoover fifth. Now 3 abreast down the back, and 29 of Bayshore gets up in the air. It looks like a left front flat tire on Bayshore. Bayshore got up in the air on the back straightaway. There they go down the back. Randy Krupp trying what he knows to get by Craig Schober down the back. Wilmer Weiss flowing on the middle of the back straightaway. He'll come to a stop back there. Wilmer Weiss stopped on the back stretch, and once again the yellow is out on lap number 8. Once again, we're track cleared here and we're back to racing. Craig Schober back out front. Randy Krupp second. Gene Whitestone third. Smokey Fry's up into fourth now. Smokey started 16th in this field. Smokey now moving up on the outside of Gene Whitestone. Smokey Fry using the high groove. Down the back. Here comes Smokey now on the outside of Randy Krupp, trying to take second spot. Smokey Fry, a man on the move right now on that 1W. Whitestone hanging on to that third spot now as Fry right back to fourth. 10 laps down, 10. Whitestone trying the inside of Randy Krupp as he goes down the front. Fry and Whitestone side by side down into turn 1. Now Whitestone up alongside of Krupp, moving into second now. Gene Whitestone moves that number 10 up into second. Whitestone out of the NOLA. Now he's on the inside of the number 9 car. Gene Whitestone leads it here on lap number 12. Dropping early leader Craig Schober back to second. And the 27 of Carl Graves over here in turn number 4, nose against the concrete retaining wall. Carl Graves with the 27 out of Duncannon brings out the caution here on lap number 12. Well, this time it's Gene Whitestone will bring him around to the green flag, and here they come. Once again, the back of the pack almost stopped as they get to turn number 3, but now they're racing down in front. Gene Whitestone, Craig Schober, Smokey Fry, Randy Krupp. That's the 117 of Jeff King. Moves slowly through turn number 1. Still running. Whitestone, Fry, Schober, Krupp. Now Carl Billett moving that 43 up alongside of Krupp and alongside of Schober. Carl Billett with a burst of speed trying to move in the third spot. Smokey Fry takes the lead here on the 14th lap around. Smokey Fry, the new leader, and he started way back, I told you once before, back in 16th spot. So there's no freight train racing here. Smokey Fry comes from 16th to take the lead on lap number 14, as now they combine a complete 15. Gene Whitestone running in second. Carl Billett running third. Randy Krupp and Craig Schober side by side down the back. Schober continuing to hang tough out there, that number 9 car. 16 laps complete. Now, Schober gets a little out of shape here after he got a little nudge from behind by the 08 of Randy Krupp, but hangs on to that spot. Ron Little moving by Krupp now alongside of Schober. Ron Little moving up into 5th spot. Down they go into turn number 2. Ron Little moving up on the inside. Fry now taking a spot from Schober. Schober pushed a little bit going into turn number 1. 2 to go this time. 2 more times around on Smoky Fry. Smoky Fry out of York Haven. Leading this one by almost a full straightaway over Carl Billis in the 43. Gene Whitestone in the 10. Ron Little in the 1. And Randy Group in the 08. White flags waving. Less than a lap to go. And Smoky Fry will visit victory lane here at Silver Spring. Here they come, out down the front. Checker flag waving high in the sky. Your winner out of York Haven, it's Smoky Fry. Second, Carl Billett in the 43. Third, Gene Whitestone in the 10. Fourth, Ron Little in the number 1. Fifth, Randy Group in the 08. And then it was the 2 of Scott Richwine. So, visiting victory lane here in the number 1W. Out of York Haven with an Allen chassis. Cloverleaf Tavern, Martin Holmes, and GTI are the major sponsors on that machine. And Smoky Fry, a popular racer here at Silver Spring, will visit victory lane. And a good win it was, coming again from the 16th starting spot. Smoky Fry out of York Haven, once again, your winner.
We are going to go right into the next feature.